triac. So figure A shows the structure of triac. Figure B shows the symbol of triac, and figure C shows the VI characteristics of triac. So triac can conduct in both directions of current flow, whereas ACR can conduct only in one direction. So we can say that triac is bidirectional and SCR is unidirectional semiconductor device. Thus, triac is equivalent to two SCRs connected in antiparallel. Triac is generally called as bidirectional triode thyristor. So instead of triac, sometimes we can also name it as bidirectional triode thyristor. As the triac conducts in both directions, the term anode and cathode are not applicable. So in SCR, we have two terminals, anode and cathode. So instead of anode and cathode, since triac conducts in both directions, we cannot use this term anode and cathode respectively. Instead of anode and cathode, the terminals are named as MT1, MT2 and gate. MT1 is main terminal 1, MT2 is main terminal 2 and third terminal is gate. Due to bidirectional conducting features, it is operated with AC supply as semiconductor switch. Thus, due to triac, a bidirectional power flow can be controlled, so we can operate triac on AC supply also. It can be switched on in both positive and negative half cycle, whereas other thyristors, namely SCRs, that is conventional SCRs, only conducts with positive gate voltage, but here triac can conduct both for positive and negative half cycles. The word triac has been derived from triode AC semiconductor switch, which can be turned on by positive and negative gate pulse. From the basic structure of triac, it is seen that the region between MT1 and MT2, that is main terminal 1 and main terminal 2, we have PN layer, and between this PN layer we have P2, N1, P1 and N4 in parallel with NP SCR, that is N2, P2, N1 and P2. So P2, N1, P1 and 4 is one SCR, N2, P2, N1, P2 is second SCR, which are connected in parallel with each other. The terminal MT1 is used as a reference for measuring currents and voltages and gate G and main terminal 2, that is MT2. Whatever the polarity may be applied between MT2 and MT1, that is whether it may be positive or negative, the diode can, so the triac can be turned on by applying positive or negative gate pulse. So just by controlling the gate pulses, we can turn on the triac both for positive and negative pulses. With AC voltage applied between MT1 and MT2, and when there is no gate signal, the triac blocks the current in both half cycles, provided peak value of applied voltage is less than breakover voltage VBO1 and VBO2 of triac. Thus, when the gate signal is not applied, and when we apply a AC signal between MT1 and MT2, whether it may be positive or negative voltages, the triac blocks the current in both the half cycle because the gate pulses are not being applied. Triac only conducts when gate pulses are applied. Thus, we can say that when gate pulses are not applied, the voltage level will be less than the breakover voltage for breaking the junction. And here, since we have two ACRs connected anti-parallel, we have two breakover voltage VBO1 and VBO2. So when gate pulses are not applied, the voltage level will be less than breakover voltage VBO1 and VBO2. If peak value of applied voltage is greater than VBO1 or VBO2, the triac may be turned on by breakdown of middle reverse bias junction. So when we apply a voltage between MT1 and MT2, and if that voltage is greater than the breakover voltage, there is a breakdown in the junction, and due to breakdown in the junction, it starts to conduct. Therefore, in order to retain gate control, peak value of applied voltage must be less than breakover voltage. Now, in order to understand the operation of triac, it is essential to understand its modes of operation, that is, triggering modes of triac. First, when MT2 is positive and gate current is positive. In this mode, the active part of the structure is P1, N1, P1, N2. So just see the figure A on the right hand side of the screen. So in this mode, when MT2 is positive and gate current is positive, the part of structure that is active is P1 N1, P1 N2. The junction P1 N1 and P2 N2 are forward bias, whereas junction N1 P2 is reverse bias. When gate terminal is positive with respect to MT1, the gate current flows as shown in figure A on the right hand side. Sufficient charges are injected by this gate current into P2 region, and finally reverse bias junction N1 P2 is breakdown. The triac starts conducting through P1 N1 P2 N2, just similar to that of SCR. So when we make a gate terminal positive with respect to MT1, the junction, that is N1 P2, which was reverse bias, will break down, and when it breaks down, the current starts flowing through the region P1 N1 P2 N2. So this region starts to conduct, just similar to that of conventional SCR. Thus, triacs work similar to conventional SCR in this mode and operates in first quadrant as shown in figure B. That is, if we see the VI characteristic for mode 1, that is MT2 is positive and gate current is positive, then triac conducts in, or triac operates in first quadrant. Second mode is when MT2 is positive and gate current is negative. First mode was MT2 positive and gate current also positive, whereas second mode is MT2 positive and gate current negative. In this mode, negative terminal causes gate current to flow through N3 P2 junction, as shown in figure. So when M22 is positive and gate current is negative, the gate current flows through N3 P2 junction as shown in figure. Sufficient charges are injected by this current into P2 region and therefore reverse bias junctions N1 P2 starts to conduct. Thus, the initial current from MT2 to MT1 flows through P1, N1, P2, N3 regions. Thus, when MT2 is positive and gate current is negative, when the junction that is N1 P2 starts conducting, the current flows from MT2 to MT1, that is through the region P1, N1, P2, N3. Due to this current, the voltage across device falls and the voltage of part of P2 region close to N3 rises towards anode potential of MT2. Third mode of triggering is when MT2 is negative and gate current is positive. The first mode was MT2 positive, gate current positive. Second mode is MT2 positive, gate current negative. Now third mode is MT2 is negative and gate current is positive. In this mode, due to positive gate, the junction P2 N2 is forward bias and the gate current flows from flows as shown in figure. So when MT2 is negative and gate current is positive, due to this, when gate current is positive, the junction P2 and N2 are forward bias. Due to this, current region N2 injects electrons into P2, that is shown by the arrows on the right hand side of the figure, that is electron injection, that is electrons from N2 are getting penetrated into region P2 since the direction of flow of current is from MT1 to MT2. On receiving these electrons, junction P2 N1 becomes more forward bias because the electrons from N2 will get penetrated into P2. From P2, it will get penetrated into N1. That means the region or junction P2 and N1 will become more forward bias because the electrons are injected from N2 to P2, from P2 to N1, as shown in figure on the right hand side. Both regions P2 and N1 lose their identity as P-type and N-type region respectively because the electrons are being injected into these regions. The holes and electrons cross the junction when the region N1 gets flooded with the holes. It loses its identity as N-type region and conduction across N1 P1 junction starts. Thus, P1 N4 junction is forward bias, the current continues and finally conduction starts through P2 N1 P1 N4. So when MT2 is negative and gate current is positive, the current flows from MT1 to MT2 terminals. So the current or the electrons from N2 will get penetrated into P2, from P2 it will get penetrated into N1, and from N1 it will get penetrated into P1, and from P1 it will get penetrated into N4. Thus the conduction of the structure starts from P2, N1, P1, N4 as shown in figure on the right hand side. Now the fourth mode is when MT2 is negative and gate current is also negative. So in this mode, due to negative gate, the junction P2 and 3 are forward bias and gate current flows as shown in figure. Due to this current, The free electrons are injected by N3 region into P2 region, which are collected by junction P2 and N1 respectively. Further operation is just similar to the mode 3, and finally the current established in the structure P2, N1, P1 and 4. In this mode, even though the operation is similar to remote gate thyristor, the device is more sensitive to negative gate current.